Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We pulled our pants up high and we're ready to make things interesting with another day, another bit of NFTs, and we are looking at our X feed. This is what a self-driving Uber car looks like.
You need breakfast this morning. How are you doing, sir? Nobody?
That's so strange. What in the hell? Okay, Overworld is proud to announce its partnership with Horizon Labs Ventures, the leading token advisory firm behind ApeCoin. With their support and expertise, Overworld is striving to launch the most impactful gaming token of 2024. More news to come. So this is interesting because if you don't know, Horizon Labs obviously is the people behind the way the structure for ApeCoin's kind of been. And it's funny because as we're scrolling along here, and I was trying to find other things for the show, I came across this. Sometimes I try to imagine how I could have convinced myself Ape was going to fly beyond $25. I cannot grasp it. So, Horizon Labs, at least in the ApeCoin sense, as soon as that coin came out, that was time to get the hell out. So just keep that in mind if you are in the ecosystem of Overworld. And we're seeing a lot of shilling on the timeline. Listen, I call myself the shiller, but there's a lot of people that are shilling various things. And this guy said that he's bullish on garbage. Okay, Zach BT pointing out the fact that it's a low cap meme coin where you have more followers than the liquidity itself, highlighting 526k followers to 268. Now, you might say, well, this guy's kind of a dick in terms of me bringing up, well, if somebody's shilling a thing like, who cares, you talk about things, etc., etc. Listen, I think it's kind of cool that there's meme coins out there, but I mean, I think it's cooler when you have things that people actually want out there, and then the liquidity is going to flow from the stuff over there to the good stuff. You would think. I mean, it's crazy to think that we are still at a stage in crypto where the market cap of tokens that don't do anything is higher than the ones that do like 90% of the time. Like if we were going to cluster meme coins, I don't know if we could even look that up, but I don't know. I've gotten into meme coins before and I've just gotten completely burned on them. So you see a lot of people saying, oh, this is good, this, that, and the other thing. I mean, if meme coins don't rocket for a little bit, they just go to a zero eventually. So it's not really where I want to play. And this is a point kind of to that here. Kind of quit posting about altcoin or NFT plays, especially smaller ones, but I'm like this close to just posting anything I want and telling everyone to kiss my ass. Half the big accounts on here are literal criminals. I'm over it. It's a hell of a space, eh? It's an absolute hell of a space. More on the meme coin, dog whiff hat. It's $120 million market cap. Imagine spending your time and effort trying to build something that is sustainable, that is true, and somebody just launches a coin that has no actual intent to create anything, and it does way better in terms of market cap for that. Coinbase released their 83-page 2024 crypto market outlook report. I summarized it for you into 4 key takeaways. So let's see what we got in here. U.S. markets in 2024. Economic recession in the U.S. unlikely, but still has a non-zero chance. When moon, probably Q2 onwards, and U.S. lagging in crypto regulatory clarity. ETF may open doors. I've seen a lot of people still thinking that we're going to get the ETF this year or within a couple of weeks, so that'll be interesting. Does it actually come in December? Is it the New Year's? We will see. Crypto verticals in 2024, shift from infrastructure to applications. Challenge is not identifying sector, but picking winners and enhancing user experience through account abstraction. L wants to differentiate by sector or functionality. L wants to just read that. Ethereum's maintains a dominant market share. Maintains, can't talk, a dominant market share with 57% of the crypto ecosystem, TVL, and 18% market domination. Alternative L1 specializing. Alternative layer 1 blockchains are increasingly focused on specific sectors like gaming, DeFi, and institutional use, leading to more specialized platforms. Rise of modular blockchains. The concept of modular blockchains is gaining popularity. These blockchains, exemplified by the launch of Celestia, focus on fulfilling specific core components like data availability, consensus, settlement, and execution, continued relevance of integrated chains, and then value depends on ecosystem projects. If you want to pause the video and read those, feel free. But just wanted to highlight right quick a couple of these ones. Interesting to see what Coinbase has to say with this. A lot of people not super happy with how things have been going. Here from Meat Insanity, I think he's a crazy shot caller in terms of just like highlighting different things. Some people call him a shot caller. Some people say this is alpha. Some people say it's just a news outlet, but I really enjoy seeing what Chris has to say. This space won't improve if the 1% continue to get all the opportunities. If you've seen any of platforms recently launched, the advisors for it, the people involved, it's always the same name completely across the board. How else do you expect your blue chip NFTs to rise in price if no one can afford them? Imagine non-rich people got waitlist to flip to the fake bullish rich folks. Rich keep getting richer though. So listen, my thought with this is like, how sustainable is the current NFT market where very few projects have actually launched mints that are paid that have stuff coming? It seems that everything's starting to really ramp up here, where Overworld's a good example of that. And I mean, Forgotten Ruins Wizard, they had I'm forgetting the name of it, but there was a ring that they sold and it was like 0.02, ended up going to like 0.5. If you were a holder, you got in on that, and that's like, okay, cool, that's a part of it. But for these new ecosystems, like, are we really just going to have it where it's, $300 to $700 to mint something, or is it going to be mass quantity of things that are smaller and then opportunities at points to potentially get something bigger? I don't know. I think sustainability is going to be a really interesting topic moving forward. Marathon Digital is up 450% year to date. The market completely misunderstands the Bitcoin mining stocks and will likely be surprised by what happens in 2024. So on the topic of the Bitcoin ETF coming out, I mean, there's a lot of people that still just don't touch crypto at all and they're into stocks. What's the way to do that? Go into these crypto mining companies. So I honestly agree with this point of view, and I think it'll be interesting to see how those shape up over time. If you've ever watched hockey, you know what the NHL is. This is apparently the parking price for the Seattle Kraken. That's more than the tickets. What are the people of Seattle doing? My goodness. Paul is the youngest Web3 founder we have ever backed. Why? Because he is one of the most promising. Listen to this and learn about Rand, his startup that brings crypto to Gen Z. So this is 43 seconds. We'll play it super quick, but this is from Jamie Burke, who is the founder and chairman of, is it actually just called OVO? Outlier Ventures. I was about to say, I feel like there's the full name to this. So, home of the 100X founder. Always find his tweets interesting, but let's see what he's got on Paul.
Could you give us a brief overview of what Rand is and its core services?
Sure. So Rand is basically a fintech company based on bringing high yield accounts to our users that are powered by staking on different blockchains. We basically allow in a very easy way to just deposit stable coins into a simple account. And then basically we get the different assets for our users and we stake those assets and we trespass the yield. And this way we basically make the whole process of staking into one asset. First, delta neutral, so agnostic to volatility. And second one, basically easy to access a high yield compared to any other traditional high yield account.
Look how young that guy is. That's crazy. So if you wanted to check it out, just highlighting, because it popped up on the screen, but earn up to 6% APY on your balance with the freedom to deposit and withdraw whenever you want. So kind of interesting. Again, younger people, we're getting in here. A lot of hacks. Oh my God. I didn't make a video over the weekend, but if you haven't seen, basically there was exploits galore that happened. The first one was with a NFT trader. So this was a site that way back when you could trade assets, and essentially it was a way to circumvent royalties to an extent, or just have a different platform where I believe you could also trade one-to-one, because they use a platform for like a different collection, thank God. But crazy to think that I could have gotten drained from that. And then there was another exploit where Flooring Protocol had something, and then there was another one that happened where the MetaKey Discord got hacked, and Quit Here is saying, we can't keep doing this. Have we learned nothing? And I gotta say, I've tried to highlight in most of the videos, like airdrop spam, random announcements, like that's never going to happen. And for anyone that's been in the space for any amount of time, have seen this, probably commented about this if they're active on X at all. And so it really does suck. And half the time the response is, oh, I was groggy. It was early in the morning. Like, I got a ping about this. Bro, like, obviously it's not important. Like, you gotta just nail that thought in your head, because I don't want anybody having some issues. So Luca Netz reveals his NFT trading strategy that made him millions. So let's quickly check here. And I kind of agree with this.
Like, I turned like 15 grand, and a lot of people in Web3 don't really know this, but you know, you did because you watched the Jordan stuff. But like 15 grand to like maybe $5 or $6 million. But how it kind of shook out was, I didn't like trade like 800 trades. It was really like 6 or 7 high conviction trades. But I think when it comes down to trading, like, that's how you get rich. Scalping and doing that stuff is difficult, but the best advice I ever got from a trading perspective was you only need a couple high conviction trades to go right to like set you up for life.
I mean, I'm into like 23, 24 Bored Apes, and if I didn't get distracted by all of the other stuff going on, I'd be in the same boat. But unfortunately, we're here making videos, but that, you know, that's good. That's good. I enjoy making videos no matter what. This is kind of cool from Kieran Warwick, the founder of Illuvium. You got Broxa to go check this out. I am a huge League of Legends fan. I've mentioned Call of Duty in the past, but League of Legends is what I play a lot, and I've been watching the Dantes Invitational, if anybody's seen that. Holy heck, the drama today has been insane. But they got Broxa, who is on the major esports broadcasts. He is a high-ranked player, very notable streamer to play that, and I thought, damn, that is pretty cool. Excited to see more about that. And sorry, this is a little bit backtracking here, but Boring Security played a huge part in getting the apes back for this. If you're wanting to sign up for any Web3 security sessions, they do a lot of things, but all 36 BAYC and 18 MAYC that the exploiter had are now in our possession. We sent her 10% of the floor price of the collections as bounty. We will be working with the affected victims, getting them back to them free of charge right after this coffee break. Victims, please open a ticket in our Discord and please be patient. What a world we live in. Huge shout out to Boring Security to have them here and helping out. And I thought this was kind of funny. Imagine if Rolex would negotiate with thieves on your behalf and get back your watches. That's Yuga Labs right now. Truly. Truly. And this was maybe the weirdest take I've ever seen. This is coming from Beanie here. And so Yuga Labs highlighted that when this exploit happened, Revoke Cash has provided this tool for checking if you are affected by the NFT trader exploit. Please be vigilant. And so Beanie then says, I say enough negative things about Yuga. It's time for positive. Besides other deeds and codas, which you've been shilling a lot of, this is Yuga taking the high road. I say that because NFT trader users were mostly people that were trying to avoid the 2.5% Yuga royalty on their BAYC and MAYC. Okay, so a collection has an exploit, and because you made people aware of that and how to check it, they are taking the high road. That makes literally zero sense to me. Just saying. So I haven't messed around with the Solana ecosystem too much. I have before, and it's I didn't know exactly where to start with it, to be honest. To kind of Google, like, okay, how do I get Ethereum to Solana, et cetera, et cetera. Apparently, Jupiter is the big thing. So if you're wanting to experiment within the Solana ecosystem and just get more familiar with it, check out Jupiter. You might like it. Might be for you. Just wanted to highlight so you are aware. Back to the meme coins here. I was into this FK Pepe when Pepe was going nuts, and then now that token's basically at zero. I've seen a whole bunch of people shilling this FKE thing. Okay, maybe it's going to do all right for a little bit, but again, eventually, some of these meme coins, if they don't go absolutely parabolic, they just go to zero. And Van Eck. Yo, listen, we know what Van Eck is. We have a video that I posted the other day of an interview with Matthew Bartlett. Really fun. If you're wanting to go check that out, they're working on Segment, which is kind of a interesting way of potentially getting people involved with certain assets. I think that this is going to be something that's going to evolve significantly, but if you're wanting to check them out, it's at Segment.io, and apparently there are rewards and some other goodies coming with that, so be sure to keep an eye on that one. All right, and we got to end things with just a little bit of FUD here. This might make a lot of people angry, yet I won't let that stop me. The last few months holding Azuki has been nothing more than a giant disappointment. Even Azuki whales are speaking up about this fact. So, Are you holding a collection that you feel is disappointing, where you look back a little bit ago and you were like, damn, a while ago that was the juice? I really feel like for the most part, these teams are able to create something that's hyped up and cool for a little bit, but then it kind of fades away because everybody is looking for that new and shiny thing. Hence why we're seeing all these meme coins. This space is about to get a whole lot more hectic, and it's going to be exciting to be a part of it. But again, be vigilant, think about things, think for yourself, and be careful because you never know what the intentions of somebody who's passing along a message to you is. But the intentions behind this message is sincere. I hope you guys have a great week as we are approaching Christmas. If you enjoyed this video, maybe give it a like and subscribe or follow me because this is going to be on Twitter and X. But yeah, we'll talk soon. Goodbye.